Welcome back to part 6 of Who's He Talking To with me, Jeff Ollerhead, and Eddie Williams. Had some refreshments there, as you can see. We splashed out in some malted milk. Help yourself.
Getting like Gogglebox.
Gogglebox,
The cakes on the table.
But Eddie, moving on to your family life, so with your beloved wife Sue Lang, so now Sue Williams, how many kids you got?
5 kids.
Who's the oldest now?
Jake, Gabby, Grace, Lily and Harry.
How old
2 lads, 3 girls.
2 lads and 3 girls. And what's it like in your household?
Fucking nightmare. That's why I work away. I've got a Rottweiler, a Pitbull mixed thing and 5 kids and Sue.
Do you all get on, or is there any quality?
Kids are kids, aren't they?
You can imagine. Well, being Facebook famous with your videos going viral, what makes me laugh one time you went on holiday? You know, you worked all, what happened there? What's tell the viewers?
You're on about the one where I thought it was like Beirut. we booked this holiday. It was only 3-star, like, but you know, I'm one of them people and I don't need a 5-star. 3-star will do me.
Yeah.
So we get there, the kids are all made up. Now, the kids, there's only the 3 youngest with us. Jake and Gabby never come. As soon as you get there, the swimming pool's there, kids are straight in, them 3 are happy. Gets to the room. It was like a jail cell. Terry Waiter have felt at home in the place. Do you know what I mean? Yes. If it had chained him to the radiator in the corner, he'd have been happy. But I said to her, this is shit up. We get to the room and that.
Was this in Spain or?
Yeah, it was in Mallorca, Alcudia.
Mallorca,
yeah.
Yeah.
So, the starts with the room, like, I thought, this is shit up. So I pulls the sheet off the bed, one of those single beds. I said, look at these, it's like a map of Australia, you know, someone had pissed the bed or something. What's this?
Still wet.
So, goes in the corridor and the woman's there to clean it. She's Spanish, blah, blah, blah. So, do you speak English? No. I said, change his bed. Change the bed. Now, I'm one of these people, I respect people, me.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't having to go there, she's a cleaner. And to me, a cleaner is the best job in the world. Do you know what I mean? You clean up after people. Do you know, best job in the world.
My Callan's a cleaner.
So, I thought, I'm not taking an house on here, we'll go down, see the manager, goes down. Didn't want to know, to be interested. The place was a fucking shit hole.
Was this in the brochure though? Do you think you're being blacked or?
Yeah, I said to her, I said, well, what's all this? So Sue's panicking because she always does, she deals with everything, she like me PA, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not this, it's not that. So like, but we're like a couple that will make the best of anything. I said, we're here now, just let's get on with it. So he goes in for our dinner, because we got there in the morning, so the first meal was dinner. Walks in, and they smell at me. I thought, this fucking stinks.
What does it stink of, like stale food? And...
It's just a musty, horrible odour. And that's good. So goes, helps myself to all this food. I'm a big eater. So I get stuck in, and it was nice. I thought, live with that.
Tick the box.
Yeah, so I woofs it down, goes back for more, blah, blah. Then we get to tea time, and it's all the leftovers, and it just starts going down. But we go to the entertainment, the ale was shit. So I got happy with this fella behind the bar, and I said to him, I'm not happy with it. So he had these cans of San Miguel. So I sort of pallied up with him, sort of thing. He was giving me these San Miguel. I was happy. Once I was pissed, I was saying, yeah, just give us the other shit, save that for the, you know what I mean? But then the mosquitoes started and all this. Sue got bit on the foot and come up like a balloon and all this. And I thought, this is all the filth. So we're looking around the pool in the day and there's shit everywhere. It was rotten. It was rotten. So I just, every day was just getting worse and worse and worse. And it's just a nightmare.
Do you know, obviously, you've explained more because you were showing live videos. what made me laugh though, you were complaining, and your wife Sue was just
laughing.
She must have
She
been
was
on the
just
side
pissed.
as well.
She was just laughing.
She was laughing.
But what got me when I got to the room, we got on the, you know, overnight, like the pub had shut and all that, and you get a load of ale to take back, and we'd have ale in the rooms, we'd have a bevy on the balcony. But all the people were staying there, and it was a 3-star, so, you know, normal people are there and all that, 3-star does me. But they're all scrapping with each other and everything. There's fucking murder going on down the bottom of there, there's murder going on by the pool, they're throwing each other in the pool, they're hitting each other with chairs. And I said, that's like fucking Beirut here. I said, and the decor of the hotel, it looked like one of these buildings in fucking Tel Aviv or something. You know what I mean? And I'm looking over the desk, it's really just like fucking Beirut. I said, you know. But then it carries on in the night. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, you can hear them in the hall, all scrapping, and they're all bed swapping and God knows what, and oh God. Couldn't wait to get home, to be honest with you. But we started going down the beach, and there was all these kids on this cliff drop thing. So they're all like that.
Going to the sea?
Yeah, trying to, you know, so I took my top off, I said, so here, I'll have a look at this. So I just legged it, I didn't even look down. I just legged it and jumped.
Geronimo.
But now I jumped, and I had this gaff.
As
I jumped, I took a breath, and halfway down I thought, I better take another breath. I went, I hit the water, but I hit it that hard.
It's like concrete.
I've done about 3 somersaults under the water, and I didn't know which way it was up, comes up and all that, and I thought, shit, I was like, but how do we get out of here? The beach was miles away, and I was like, shit. Swims to the rocks, and I sees this thing, these steps, and I couldn't get out. This fella come running down, he helps me out and all this. But then he says to me, he said, what are you doing? He said, look at this. So he showed me a video, and Sue's watching this video on the phone. And where I just jumped in, it was like a great white shark swimming around. Straight away I went, oh. But we got, there was this woman on holiday, what's her name? We called her,
Great whites in the Mediterranean.
her name was Karen. Karen,
Yeah.
it was Karen from Liverpool. And I used to say, I kept saying it to Sue, it's Karen from Liverpool.
Wasn't my day, was it?
No. And she come home, she was a proper busybody, she's on holiday with her daughter, and her daughter was like 18. But they ended up bagging off and all this, and she was going to like parties with her daughter, and they were all back. I thought, you don't do that, you kids. So, anyway, she was like the gossip, she was like Pat Butchie.
The jangler.
She had this sunbathing, the next thing you do, it's Karen from Liverpool. She said, all right, Karen, how are you? Hey, you know what happened last night? Give you all the shit, what had happened last night, you know what I mean? But she brightened the holiday up a bit, to be honest. It was a shithole, it was a dump. I said to her, cross that off the holiday list. Don't ever go there ever again. I said, it's a dump. It's a fucking dump.
So with today's circumstances, like, we're going to dive into this as well. What do you think about this pandemic? Seriously, what's your thoughts?
Holy shit. Personally. A lot of people, that's my opinion. This is what I don't get with people nowadays. Your opinion is your opinion. If you believe in it and all this, keep it, fair enough. That doesn't bother me, but I don't believe in it. But, well, I know there's something there, there's something. But I don't think it's airborne, because there'll be a lot more deaths. You look at this Novichok and they're wiping everything on the doors, and there's something like that going on. It's not the way they're portraying it, because look at China where it started. They're all back up and running, they're all pumping all kinds out. The economy's building, what are we doing, wasting money? How many billions have we wasted up to now? You know, there's something going on with all the world leaders and all this caper, and they're all in it together, I think. It's just, but what it's doing, it's like Brexit. People used to go on, they were rowing with each other because of Brexit. But it's dividing people, and it's making people nasty towards each other.
Mask police.
Yeah, I don't believe, I believe there's something there, but I don't wear a mask. I'm not interested in wearing a mask. But what I do, I'll wear a mask when I go in a shop, because I can't be doing the compensation.
Yeah, and the respect of other people.
So, yeah, but in my opinion, if you're worried about it and you've got a mask on, I'm not worried about it. I haven't got a mask on. I'm not bothering you because you got your mask on. But people are going on.
I can't connect to the Wi-Fi network. You might want to check the
Here
connection
we go,
settings
keep
in
it
the
rolling.
Google Home app.
Keep it rolling.
Outside.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Don't worry about that. There you go. Was that Siri? Yeah. Oh, what's her name? Siri, I don't know. Well, listen, Eddie.
Do we have to start that again?
No. Listen, Eddie, this is raw, mate. This is raw. But I don't want to lose the plot where we were because we'll end up.
No,
so
but
what I'm saying to you, I've got a mask on. No, I've got a mask on. You have got a mask on.
yeah,
And I'll say, where's your mask? We're going to say to you that.
You're all right, mate. You got your fucking mask on. What are you panicking about me not wearing one for? It's nothing to do with you. Get on with your fucking business.
Yeah, but you might be spreading it to other people.
Yeah, but how can I spread it to you if you've got your mask on? Do you know, you've got all these arguments. Now, don't get me wrong.
I'm just being hypothetical there.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Don't get me wrong, I do respect people are frightened of it, they're petrified of it, and that's their opinion. That's what I'm getting at. People have got an opinion on everything. But these people seem to start bullying people into, you're wrong and blah, blah, blah. It's like that picture with all the fish swimming one way and one fish swimming that way.
Yeah.
What if you're wrong and they're right? Do you know what I mean?
That's it. So now...
Because all these health experts and all this keep changing their mind on everything. Oh, you can't get it airborne now. Oh, yes, you can. Oh, no, you can't. Yes, you can. They haven't got a clue what's going on. They haven't got a clue. Well, look at Australia, they're back up and running. Look at Italy, they're back up and running. We're the only ones who are up the wall with it. And we're spending billions of,
And whose money is it?
Exactly, where's it coming from? They're just printing it. And then you've got Boris Johnson in charge.
What about Boris? Well, you've got an opinion. Feel free.
Well, what tickles me about him, you look at any world leaders, and you look at Europe, when you go to Europe, these European leaders rock up, they're all immaculate. Oh, he rolls up like he's just finished his fucking bin round. Do you know what I mean? Fine hairs all over the place, looks like he's been dragged through a bush, and you think, these pricks here, sorting out our problems out and all this. He hasn't got a clue. He's going on, he's done a deal and all, he's saying he's done this deal. He's basically giving our fishing mates up and everything to get this deal. And, for once, we could have turned around and gone, that ocean is ours again.
It's ours.
So then all of Europe, who eat more fish than we do, they love that. I used to do the fish on the fridges. We could have then, they were all saying you'd be knackered without us and all that. They'd have been knackered without that fish. So we could have turned around and gone, listen, you're buying the fish off us now. End of.
That's our walls.
And they give it up.
Yeah.
They give it up. But they've done a
just
deal.
rolls over.
But, it's like this Biden fella just come into America. He's on a blower to Johnson yesterday. I think that the UK should now rejoin the EU. So what's happening there is these Americans going to start bullying us into joining the EU again. It's
So the voting process was just a waste of time, what you're saying? Democracy.
Democracy's out the window now. The voting process is what it is. It's like people were saying, how did this vote go through? Obviously people were bulled up with all this bullshit and thought, yeah, we'll vote for that, so they voted. But as you go through these votes now, you can rig all these votes, and I don't believe in them anymore. It's a load of shit.
Do you think Trump had any sort of truth to his...
No, I think they've had enough of him. He played, he had the world in his hands, and he could have... I watched the thing about Trump, and he is actually a clever man. He's a very clever man. And, they say he's a racist. No, he's not a racist at all. He isn't. And this thing I watched about him, he used to go in and buy this black fella's breakfast every morning. This when he was a young lad.
Okay.
And it was very interesting, this programme I watched about him. He's a clever man. Now, he had... The problem with him, he loves his ego. He loves... Now, I can picture him when he was... So, when he was throwing his rattle out the pram the other week, saying they've got to get out and not leave him on. That's how he is. But he had the world in his hands. He had the whole of America behind him, and he was running it like a business, which I think a country should be run. A country should be run like a business. Now, the likes of these Tory bastards, if this was a business, the last 12 months, the last 2 years, they'd have all been sacked. They'd have all been looking for another job now. Look at that Cummins fella. He threw his hand in the end because he knew he had nowhere else to go. He was knackered, he spent himself. And after this government, there's more criminals in that government than there is in Walton Jail. I'm telling you, the kind of criminals. And that's Johnson and all these. They've all watched too many of these American films and these senators doing deals and all this. Yeah, I want him doing away with it. They think they're in a movie, and it's people's lives they're playing with. They're shite, they're utter shite. And they've all come from the same ilk. This, you know, they've all been educated the same and brought up the same. They don't know a common man, a common woman. They don't know common values. They haven't got a clue. And they're all spent. They're spent. He's finished, that Johnson. He's an odd. He's got all these advisors and all this, but he's the, you know, he's the brand, he's the face.
Yeah, he should be the leader.
He's a scruffy bastard.
Take charge, do something. Say, for
Exactly.
instance, say, okay, look, it got, what we were talking about before the camera, right, it got found out in Wuhan. What did the Chinese do? Get behind the door, and no one come out. There was no way,
Well, he didn't give a shit. He was carrying on.
Yeah,
You know, they're coming out with this NHS, protect the NHS. You see these videos, the hospitals empty, protect the NHS. Something going on with that NHS, I'm telling you.
yeah.
They're either going to flog that to the Americans or whatever. Something will come of that. But it'll all come out in the wash in a few years. They'll all say what has really gone on here. But as far as that Boris Johnson's concerned, he looks like a bin man, doesn't he? You know.
He's very hesitant. That's the word, and you got to take that.
The other week, he was on the radio. I was listening to him driving down the road. He was going on about Winston Churchill, this, that, and the other. You know, it's the war spirit, and there's a lot of people are coming out with this. It's the war spirit. What war spirit? None of the people who are alive today, but only a very rare few remember the war, and they were kids when the war was on. So none of us have got war spirits in us. We don't know what they put up with in the war. They put up with a lot worse than this, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
And he's going on about the war spirit. It's a load of bullshit. It's just something to whitewash people with. You know, we've got the British spirit. Fuck off, mate. Do a favour. Jog on.
Jog on, Boris. Thank you very much for watching part 6 with the one and only Eddie Williams. Stand by for more takes and stories. Thank you very much. Take care.